What's up, everyone? So unfortunately I lost my intro to this video. Probably a blessing in disguise, being that this video is actually 20 minutes long. I'm not sure people will want to watch me for 20 minutes. But it is what it is. Yeah, look, a whole bunch of stuff going on in the video. I'll try and keep this nice and short and sweet. I hate that we've lost the footage. It sucks. Basically we get the engine back in the Cordy, and a little bit of me working on the engine, which I played back to myself and I feel a bit silly, but it is what it is. Let's see how it goes. And yeah, just a massive thanks to everyone again, and hope you enjoy the content. Alright guys, so we're out here and got the engine. It's sort of a bit hard because of the sun, but that's how far we got the engine last night. I'll quickly take the tapper cover off, and you can see all the head studs, got the cam in, timing chain, timing gear. Put this back on. So right now, because I was coming out to do a heap of stuff with my engine, and my brother just rang me, and unfortunately his car has decided to break down in Coomera. So from me, that's about an hour down, well, 40 minutes down, 40 minutes back, which means it's going to be dark. So I'll quickly show you the fuel filter. I forgot to mention that I have a few little goodies to go on the old girl. Once I get it running, obviously it's only like for look stuff. This is the little fuel filter I bought. The other one that's in the car is only like that long. It's tiny, so we're hoping that a bit bigger of a fuel filter will not so much let more shit through, but not clog it to the point where no fuel will come through. I will also be more vigilant with my gauge, and I'm also going to be looking at how to calibrate my gauge. So if any of the subscribers out there know how to do that, drop it in the comments. It's a Innovate wideband AFR gauge, and yeah, I'll touch back in with you shortly. Guys, so after what's been a couple of crazy days helping my brother fix his territory, we can finally get back going on this thing. It's time to put the rockers on. I've washed them, they're all clean. Put the rockers on it, put the water pump on it. I think my dad asked me to roll the engine over. So if you can see that line there, there's a line on this gear as well that's got to line up with the head, and that's how you check that your engine's timed properly, I believe. And he's asked me to roll the engine over. I think you got to roll it over 4 times to make it, like, I think it's got to do 4 rotations to line back up with the timing marks. So yeah, I'm going to get going on that. Also still not stoked on the rust that's in there. Look at the shit still in there. I'll blow it out again. But yeah, I'll probably do another time lapse here and we'll get it going. I'll go get my brother and he's going to give me a hand. Hopefully we can get the Cordy in here and sit the engine in this afternoon and hopefully get a heap of stuff bolted up. But tonight, unfortunately, I have to be at home to go to my son's rewards night. He's getting a reward, which I'm stoked about. But yeah, we'll go from there. Guys, so she is 9/10 of the way back together. All of the tappets inside here are on. This is on. Water pump we decided to put on. I'm not quite sure whether I want to put this in properly yet, because I used to have it sort of T-pieced in there, so it used to be adapted. Hang on, I'll show you what I mean. So it used to be, it's just dodgy for now, but it used to be adapted like that, and that goes into the engine, and then this would be like the oil pressure, and this one would be temp. But I don't think I run a oil temp gauge anymore, so I think I can just adapt it to that. But that now lets it stick out. You sort of see what I'm saying, like it sticks out a fair way. So I don't know whether to put that in right now as opposed to waiting till when everything else is on. We're going to move that BA, and we're going to probably put most of the bolts in for the intake. The problem I have is I need a couple of bolts, Allen key bolts, for the intake, because of the supercharger plate. It hits against it, so you can't have normal X-head bolts. You have to run countersunk aluminium bolt, countersunk Allen key bolts in, like, I think it's like that one, and that one in the actual intake manifold itself. So I'll have to go to the nut and bolt shop tomorrow. Probably we'll have to do a heap of scrap tomorrow as well. I've got a heap of like copper wire and stuff like that, and hopefully that'll get me a few bucks. And yeah, I think this afternoon the engine should go in. My sisters are out picking me up a spigot bearing, because as you see there's not one in there. I'm thinking I probably should do this rear seal as well. Looks like it's been weeping. Might as well while I'm there, right? Then yeah, I think everything can start going back together. I've got to clean this mess up. That's my extractors. They actually sound broken too, so I'm going to have a look at them, because they may have a crack in them somewhere. But yeah, nonetheless, we're going to move this gold BA and push my car out and push it back into that little slot there, so that we can get the engine in tonight. Alright guys, so I don't know what I said in the last clip, but yeah, it's pretty much all she's going to get. Like I said, water pump, alternator, engine mounts, tappets are done. I sneaky threw on the intake manifold, put on the engine mount. I can't remember if I told you, but I bought a set of secondhand head studs for the race car. Excuse me. And when we went to put them in the other night, we were missing one of the nuts off the studs. Well, lo and behold, my brother walked through the yard today. I don't know how this has happened, or why this has happened, or where, or what. I don't know. But he found it. So I sincerely apologise if the guy I bought the head studs off ever sees this. And yeah, sorry mate. I honestly thought you might have jibbed me a nut, and turns out you haven't. So thank you for that. If anyone's got any ideas on how to keep extractors looking good, I just wire wheeled them. And yeah, I just don't want to do it again. But yeah, that's it. Alright guys, so we're back here again. I think I mentioned in the last clip I got the intake manifold and that on it. It's a new day. These things take time, unfortunately. It is what it is. But I think we're going to attack the rear main seal, which I've never done one, not gonna lie. Not by myself anyway, but my old man forgot to do it yesterday afternoon, so it's on me, he's at work. It's time for me to get it done. Also gonna do the pilot bearing as well, which I have knocked one of them in before, but this is a different type, so let's see how we go. I actually broke my screen at Speedway last weekend, but it is what it is. Hopefully this footage comes out right. So basically what my old man said to do was get a screwdriver, stick it between there, bump it a few times with a hammer, and then flick that out, and that's how you get them out. So let's have a go. Alright guys, so as you can see just there that I've started getting it out. The old man's trick really worked. A bit of a crappy hammer, but you just put him in there like that, push him out. I would assume you probably need to walk it from both sides, so we'll on it. Look at that. There we go. Easy as that. That's the getting it out part. Now we have a brand new one. Let me roll you back a bit. Brand new one. Old man said to me that I need to clean like emery tape around the crank. And then a bit of Loctite on the outside of the seal, bit of oil on the inside of the seal, and yeah, knock it back in is what he said. Now, we also got the pilot bearing, which is lots different to one that I'm used to using. Now, they did say between S1 and S2 that the bearings are different. So I'm wondering whether we've got the wrong one. It looks like it's going to fit. Dad said you got to knock them in. So it fits on the end of the gearbox, but just a little different to what I'm used to. Anyway, I'll get some stuff and we'll sand it up. Alright, so I just had to have a phone call, but basically all I did to clean the seal up, I just chucked some emery tape in there like that pretty much, and just left and right until it looks pretty clean in there. I wiped it out with a bit of petrol. Now I have some Loctite, and we're going to put it around the outside of the seal, is what my dad said. So out here, and then he said put a little bit of oil in here, just smear it on with your finger, and then he said just put one side on sort of thing, wriggle it on, and then just bump it in until it's flat. Can we fuck it up? Probably. Let's give it a go. Hang on, mate. Oh, we ran out of Loctite. I'm sure this had some in it just before. Yes, mate.
What do you got that? I want to show you something.
Oh, hang on, mate. I'm busy. It doesn't look right. I think it may have gone off. Oh no, it's still liquid. Just... oh, the lid's blocked. That's alright. Yeah, so our lid is blocked. scooping it out sort of with the screwdriver here. Alright, it'll probably do. Okay, 1 second, and then you get some oil. Just a bit of motor oil in a cap. Put it on the inside, he said. Smear him around like this. That's what he reckons. Okay. Now, bring on like that. Use our trusty dodgy looking hammer and just tap it in. Alright guys, so I ended up using the fat part of a punch, setting it on and just tapping it around like that. So she went in. Is it the right way? I don't know. Did I wreck the seal? I don't know. Is it gonna leak? Again, I don't know. But it's in. Now, we just gotta put this guy in. I think I'm just gonna put, Dad reckons don't lube it. Just put that on there and whack it in, so. Trusty hammer again. Seems to be in. Bearings still roll, so I'd imagine that's it. Alright guys, so we managed to get the old girl in. So, a lot can happen now tomorrow. Massive thank you to my old man for helping me. And he also bolted the extractors on. And he's a very old man. Well, he's not very old, but he's old enough. And he had to lay down on the ground and help me put the gearbox in because our hoist is broken. Yeah, so there's a lot that can happen now. Tail shaft. I've got to get a couple of bolts, some oil, an oil filter tomorrow. But yeah, there's a whole lot that can happen. The charger can go back on, the fuel system can be hooked up. The fuel system has to be modified yet to accept the new fuel filter. Throttle cable, carby, yeah, like I said, tail shaft, exhaust can go back on. Yeah, so whole heap to do. I've got to address my handbrake, like I showed. I think I showed you guys, maybe not. I'll show you again now, anyway. Sorry guys, the phone filled up. But yeah, so this is our handbrake, And after the test session we did, she's fogging out. So I'm thinking if we I cut the end of the heim joint off and screw it up the other end. Hopefully we haven't wrecked the threads too much. And then drill another hole where that is. Don't know what you can see. There's a bolt that goes through there. Put that solid piece of metal in there and re-drill that through. I think that will sort the problem out. But yeah, it's all happening. And yeah, I think I might end the video off here. We'll see how we go. I'd like to say a massive thanks to all the subscribers, everyone who has commented and said hello. Really appreciate you guys. To the subscribers, guys, I would have never thought that 40 people would want to follow me, as I just did this out of fun. Here's to the next 40. I hope we can do something, you know, pick up a bit of excitement. You know, we've got drifting and power play coming up, so hopefully I can get a heap of clips and stuff from there, and plenty more of drifttina to go. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.